Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna make a Archeland video, and we are gonna do something different. We are gonna introduce each of these videos. We are gonna introduce a different hero. Today is Lina, but here in the cafe, I think I showed you guys before. In this cafe we can have some information about so many heroes, so many of them. From time to time they are updating. So if you guys are curious, you guys can check. But today we are gonna focus on Lina. By her costume, we already know that she's a sorceress, and she do also ice magic. And she have a background that she was not loved by anyone. So let's check it out. So from her background, she have a quite sad story. She was born in the Archeland family, a family with a long history as wizards in Ibis. Lina did not rent her mother's existence magic talent. Her mother didn't take her seriously, but it was also true that Lina was shameful existence for the Archeland family, who valued the purity of the lineage and talent of their successors. So I think she didn't manifest magical skills at the beginning, and she was kind of ashamed for the family. So let's check it out. So after Lina's mother passed away due to illness, Lina's position in the Archeland family gradually decreased or even more, and eventually they kicked her out from the family. Lina thought that it was due to his lack of magic talent, but one day Lina discovered that snowflakes were formed as a result of her unconscious actions. Lina collapsed unconscious from sudden dizziness. After that, Lina's magical practice was always accompanied by dizziness for no apparent reason, and her father got worried of it. That's interesting. Unable to overcome Lina's obsession with magic, Postman took Lina to Tower of the Stars, but unbelievably, from the first day she entered this Tower of Stars, Lina was unable to control her own power, so she had 6 classrooms and 8 magic dolls, and brought up baby salamander, and even the mentor who was supposed to be assigned to Lina is surprised and runs away. So she awakened very strong magical power. That's good. That's why she's a SSR, strong. So when she thought that she was better without a mentor, her mentor Nicholas, a certified drunkard of the Tower Stars. I think the Tower Stars is the place where they gather their magicians, sorcerers in this world, who was watching everything from their side, appeared and accepted Lina as a disciple. In the eyes of others, she may have been a girl with no talent for magic, but in fact Lina possessed a tremendous magic powers. That's good. With the teachings of the Archmage Nicholas, the brilliant and dangerous morning star of ice magic was born in this way. So this is the lore of our friend Lina. So she's a mage, of course, and uses ice magic to inflict powerful blows on enemies during battle. So as you know, this element, I'll show you guys. So here we can check. So her element is like water, so it's like ice. So he's stronger than fire and weaker than earth. That's just a reference how it works. So above her skills, let's check her tier. They don't give you a lot of information, so we are checking from one website to another, because on Facebook they have the real translation for the game. So this is the first attack. This one, freeze, deals 1.5 damage to enemy, inflicts mana corruption on the target after combat for 2 rounds. So I think that's the translation they put here. This is automatic translation. So the name is mana corruption, not magical erosion. So let's see her, and that's how it looks like. I think a single target. Yes, single target skill. So let's check the second one. So they call Ice Nova, deals 0.5 damage to all enemies within the range, and inflicts slow for 2 rounds. So if you have other enemies around, they be slower. That's good. Wow, it's very huge area actually. That's good. Normally in these strategic RPGs, sorcerers or magicians, they have a very strong skills. The only problem is that they have a weak defense. So let's check the third skill. They call Squall. Deals 0.6 damage to all enemies within the range and inflicts slow 2. They have different levels of slow. And Terrified 2 for 2 rounds. This is not clear. We only play the game to discover how much this affects. This slowed and terrified. So as you can see here, I explain also, but this is slow and the panic is the terrified. So it's area skill also. So that's how the skill works. Pretty nice, right? So let's check this skill. Frozen Blood. Deals 1.3 damage to an enemy. Damage 30% against low targets. Okay. If they are already slow, if they already have a slow status, you deal more damage. And I think single targets. Let's check. Oh, it's quite strong. I think single target, yeah, single enemy. So I think the strategy is getting a wide attack and then use the single target. Can be a strategy. So the last is the Deep Freeze. Deals 1.5 damage to enemy and inflicts slow at 3. So this is the Deep Freeze. So they don't. That's why the Facebook have some more information. It's low 3. And it's through a single enemy. It's quite strong. That's nice. They also have other information about Lina. As you can see here, she's a SSR. Is the element. Her class Mage. Her skills, HP, some information. Attack power. A little about her. I think when you get level 35, you unlock some skills. These skills I explained to you guys on passives. So that's nice. The ones I explained to you guys. So what do you guys feel about Lina? I'm not sure if these heroes will be available when they launch the game, but I'm very curious which will be the banners when they launch, what will be the strategy. And of course, I think everybody wants to know, 7th of December is the launch of the game, but on Korea. But everybody wants to know when they launch this game on global, because they're actually doing a huge marketing also for global. So I'd be not surprised if they launch in Korea, then not a long time they launch on global also. So what do you guys feel about Lina? I like her style. I think she can be very useful for her control skills. But I encourage you to understand a little more about what this status do, slow for example, and also which combos you can do with other heroes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you on the next video.